Welcome back to BVarsity Live. Zach Ewing, Trevor Horn, and Nick Ellis with you in the Dignity Health studio, and we're going to make some picks. We got about we got a little over 10 minutes here. We're going to get going. Trevor's doing math, which
Let's
is always
spend 1
scary.
minute. You and I did the math. We have disagreed on 29 games this year, and I don't know how this has happened, but you're 27-2 over me just in those games. But just to get that out of the way, in the games that we have agreed on, which has been a lot this year, we are both at 82%. So
good.
it's
88-19.
88-19 for the games that we don't disagree
So if
on.
we both pick the same pick, it's a pretty good bet.
Yeah.
If we pick a different bet, it's an even better bet to pick the one
Hedge
that
your
I
bet
picked.
for
Yeah.
this one.
No, I don't know. We'll see. The luck will run out at some point. First game up this week. It's league play. We mentioned that.
Woo-hoo!
The SWIL has a solid favorite, I think, in Bakersfield and a solid number 2 in Liberty. And after that, could you see a challenger? Read Trevor's stuff tomorrow, and we'll find out. SYL, Ridgeview, a very solid favorite, and then it's going to be a battle royale for the second spot, I think, with Independence Tehachapi this week being a huge determining factor in that. And then the SEYL is more wide open. I could see North, I could see South,
I could
maybe
see East.
Highland. East is in the SYL.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah. SSL has already been going for a couple of weeks. You have Bakersfield Christian and Chavez playing this week. That could be a league championship.
That most likely will be the league championship, especially since BCHS has gone through Wasco.
They've already beat Wasco and
they
Kennedy.
beat Kennedy.
Chavez still has to face Wasco and Kennedy.
And that was first losses of the season for both Wasco and for Kennedy.
And now they can do it to Chavez.
And then if they beat Chavez, it'll be 3 straight games in a row that they will give a team the first loss.
You don't see that halfway through the season very often. And then how about the EYL, which is where we're going to start with Tulare Western at Delano. And Delano has been up and down, up and down. They got after Miramonte pretty good last week. They got after North pretty well, but they lost. They have a good win over South as well. They lost to Golden West. They're right there. Can they win the league? I don't think so with a Mission Oak, with a Tulare Union. I picked Tulare Western to beat them as well, but it could be a good game. I have it 31-20.
I have a 28-20 Tulare Western. Nick, you want to chime in?
Man, I don't know a lot about either one of those teams, but I like Delano. I used to like the coaches years ago when we would travel up there.
You're going with the D-Town, aren't you?
I'm going with the D-Town. I
And you
think
like
it's
their
good.
uniforms?
I love their uniforms.
The
Yeah.
Tigers.
Yeah.
All right. I like their logo. Mizzou, baby.
That's right.
By the way, Todd Gurley of Georgia is suspended for Saturday suddenly.
Wow.
Makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. Shafter at Taft as we get into the SSL. Shafter's four losses in a row. The train's come off the tracks a little bit for them.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they got a good passing game there, but I got Taft in this one. Close.
Yeah, I got Taft.
Close,
You
really
have
close.
him by touchdown. I have him by 6. You're not picking against Taft.
I am not picking
You would
against
never
Taft.
pick against Taft.
Nope.
Taft
Hometown.
BHS, you would take Taft.
Lewis is
I would.
Lewis isn't here to call him the comments.
Oh, my goodness. This is so fantastic.
Where's Robin Williams when
Oh,
you need
man.
him?
That's right.
Hey,
Rest in
hey,
peace.
too soon.
Rest in peace.
Too soon.
Okay, here's a good game. Wasco at Kennedy. It happens to be one we disagree on.
Yep.
I'm taking Wasco in more of the role of, is Kennedy ready to win a big game? Are they ready to get over their first loss of the season? It's in Delano. Great facility, great stadium up there at Kennedy. This is going to be a good game. I think Wasco's running game, they will control the clock. I have it as a shootout 34-31.
I'm going to give the Thunderbolts the home
Thunderbirds?
field. Thunderbirds. What is it?
I like Thunderbolts. I like that.
Thunderbolts. I was thinking Comets, Thunderbolts. We'll
like
just
that.
keep on going. But I like the Thunderbirds in this one. I like the home field advantage. You've got it by a field goal. I've got it by a touchdown.
Rolando Arona.
So you picked against him again, correct?
So that
Just
means
to make sure. This is another one then you're going to lose because it's going to be Wasco. Just to clarify that.
you guys are friends, aren't you? Nick, what do you feel?
I feel Wasco, yeah.
Okay, you feel Wasco because I picked because
No. I think Wasco's going to come back and be a little ticked off about losing, and I think they're workmen. They're going to really play well.
and they have lost 2 in a row, BCHS and then Exeter last week.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just getting in my shots while I can because at some point, I may have more institutional knowledge of Kern County than you, but there is no way this run can continue like this. 27 out of 29
Not
just
gonna
won't
happen.
happen. Now the big game in the SSL, also up in Delano, Bakersfield Christian at Cesar Chavez. Offense against defense. Cesar Chavez does not have quarterback Michael Nava. He's out for the season, but they have not given up more than 24 points in a game. They have not scored more than 24 points in a game.
But they also haven't seen an offense like BCHS
That's right.
this season.
That's right. And we both like it pretty similar. I have 28-14 for BCHS.
I have 35-14 BCHS.
So you think BCHS will blow away that 24-point mark?
I don't know how you guys come up with the points. I'm not that talented, but I would say BCHS because I like Coach Perucci. We're good friends.
Well, we're not coming up with it on the spot like you have to.
Yeah,
Either, so,
yeah.
moving into the city and the SEYL, where we talked about North and South possibly being favorites. Highland has the week off. We'll start with Miramonte at South. Any chance for an upset here?
I don't think so.
South has looked pretty good the last couple of
South
weeks.
has looked really good, and I think their defense is strong enough, and I think that it's going to be tough for Miramonte to score more than a touchdown.
You have it as a pretty defensive
I
game,
do.
though, 21-6.
I think Miramonte is turning the corner, but I still think that South has one of the better defenses in town, and I think they're going to have that one little bit of edge.
There's Lewis Amistoy. See if he comes in here. I have South big, 34-7. What about you, Nick?
I'm going South as well. Oh, hi, boss.
It's Lewis. It's
the
Lewis,
boss.
everybody.
Yay.
He decided he's not too good for us. And then the other SEYL game, by the way, one of our live games on Bakersfield.com, Foothill at North. Lewis, what do you think there?
There's a grit. There's some stuff all over this desk right now.
Did Hop
Do you want
have
to drink
grips
out of
over
my
there
coffee
today?
cup?
Yeah, you're on my list. I don't want you to speak. I'm going to take North in that game.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you're on the list because when you're on, I'm not. So
What am I on the
that's a
list
good
for?
thing. It's one of us always.
North.
I like North.
I like North.
I take North, yeah.
Foothill's spinning its tires.
By the way,
a little bit. I thought
the-
they were getting better, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Zach, just so you know, the coach for North, Chad Brown, is at Taft High School.
Yes, he is.
Which, so
alumni.
you'll never pick against North.
So
Foothill.
Yeah.
You
Foothill.
homer. You're taking
Take Foothill.
All right. So anyway, the point is Foothill and Miramonte both 0-6. They play in a couple of weeks. That might be to avoid the winless season.
Do we get handshakes?
What in the world's going on
Do we
here?
get handshakes?
South Yosemite League. South Yosemite League. West at East.
Ooh.
The compass battle. This is chaos. This is absolute chaos right now. We disagree
Absolute.
on this pick, by the
Yeah.
way. You took the Blades.
I did. I think that
West
what
has-
Coach
West
Panucci
has
is doing
1-4,
over there
yeah.
at East is doing things well. I have 16-7.
You know, I read somewhere that if you simply looked at any high school football game in the country and took the team with the better record without knowing anything else about the teams, you would win 80% of the games.
So you guys are literally only 2% above.
Maybe. Thanks,
above
Nick.
what Grandma Sue sees in the paper,
Yeah,
right?
But in other words, you may be onto something there, picking East 3-2. I like the Vikings though at 1-4. I think the defense has been playing really solid. East has been inconsistent. I'm taking West.
Okay.
West.
You like West as
Yeah,
well, Nick?
I do.
Okay. Also in the SYL, this is a great game by the way. Independence at Tehachapi, and up on the mountain. They grow the grass a little bit longer. Independence kind of
Yes.
plays that basketball and grass. That could slow down the Falcons. I think you and I both thought that,
Yep.
but we both like Independence close.
Close.
I have them 30-27. I think
I have
they
it
pull it out.
35-28. I think
I like the idea of Jordan Wiley with the game on the line. I really do.
I do too.
But I think Nick's going to disagree with us.
I'm totally going to disagree. Yeah, I'm taking Coach Denman and Tatchby.
That you can't go wrong with that either.
No.
And Chris, the Tatchby homer that he is, agrees with you. Live on Bakersfield.com. We have one game in each city league live this week, by the way. Live on Bakersfield.com, Ridgeview at Golden Valley. Don't tell me 3 minutes left. We're going to go a little bit over. That's okay. Ridgeview at Golden Valley. Any chance for the Bulldogs? They're 4-1. They're only lost to Frontier. Can they pull a stunner at home? Would there be any Ridgeview hangover after the close loss to BHS?
I don't think there's much hangover there. I think that the Wolfpack are going to keep rolling. I mean, that's a fantastic game. 28-20 loss.
Yeah,
to
if
Bakersfield.
anything, they're going to get mad and they're going to take it out on the SYL.
I think that's what's going to happen. My son-in-law is a trainer at Ridgeview, so I have to take them
Okay,
anyway.
49-14. I have it as a real lopsided. You have 35-14. Okay, SYL. Speaking of lopsided, any chance Garces sticks around at Griffith Field?
No. Sadly, no. And you never like to say that about any one team, but no.
They played St. Bonaventure last week. Now they play Bakersfield. That's not fair, man.
No.
The injuries and the transfers they had, that's
You're
tough
going
on
from
Tim Anton
USC
Giovanni.
commit Ricky Town to that Driller defense, and Driller kept what?
All right, Nick?
There's no chance for
No chance for the Rams?
none.
They've played
No.
a couple of great 2 years ago. Last time they played at Griffith Field, it was a fantastic game. And guess who, as a sophomore, caught 2 touchdown passes, one to tie it, one to win it.
I don't want to see that.
No. Just stop for a minute. That is wow. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Okay, 2 years ago, guess who it was who caught the 2 saving touchdown passes from Asani Rufus for BHS to win that game? Lemicio Hill, who is now the quarterback there.
And running like
you
the
also
wind.
may
Is
see
that a real thing? Is he really the quarterback or
you
not?
may see a little bit of Marcus Bruce in the Driller Cat as well. I think they'd like all three guys back there. Okay,
Chris,
Liberty
stop.
at Frontier. That's where Mr. Horn is going to be this week.
It is.
Liberty.
That's going to be pretty good.
Yep. I think
But
Liberty,
Frontier, we don't think Isaiah Sharp's going to be back.
Rich Cornford said that he is doubtful. They're being very, very cautious with his ankle sprain.
So probably no Isaiah Sharp.
Liberty coming off of a bye after that loss to
I don't think
Oregon
Frontier
Grant 2
scores
weeks
much
ago.
against that D, frankly.
No.
I have it 35-21.
I have 34-14, but I'm not even sure they get to 14.
Did Brianna Reynolds sign my ball?
No,
Just football?
sorry.
I'll sign it if you want.
Lewis, you like Liberty?
We
Yes.
figured that if she was
Nick?
going to touch
Liberty,
it, she was
yeah.
going to hit it so hard it was
Okay.
just going to deflate.
And finally, Justin Roberts and I, who will be calling live volleyball tonight, by the way. Frontier at Bakersfield. Yes? Yeah. And
You're lucky I got short arms.
500.
You're lucky I got good
And
hands.
so Frontier at Bakersfield. Children, please. Frontier at Bakersfield live on Bakersfield.com tonight at 6:15. Justin Roberts and I will then go to Centennial tomorrow. Stockdale at Centennial, the SWL game of the week on BVarsity Live. And picks, gentlemen. Lewis,
Stockdale.
you're taking Stockdale.
No, I'm taking Centennial.
Yeah, you have a daughter there. You're a homer.
Well, you got to remember
Trevor.
Andrew Hansen, healthy. Brandon Robinson,
Brandon
healthy.
Robinson is back. It's exciting.
That's potent offense.
That's
for
exciting
Centennial.
no matter who you're a fan of.
Yep.
He's a fun player to watch.
Yep.
What team is he?
Centennial.
I'm sorry, I don't
He's
know.
on Centennial.
Centennial.
He's our
Okay.
junior running back that's been hurt since the first week. He had a little collarbone.
Also a heck of a basketball player, by the way. Nick.
Toss up. Can we go tie? No, I guess we can't.
No,
I'll
they
take
gotta play it out.
Centennial.
You're going to take Centennial?
yeah.
I also have Centennial 24-16. That Golden Hawk defense, they're getting healthy. The bye week, nobody in the section needed the bye week more than Centennial. They got it. I think they beat Stockdale, but I'll tell you one thing. The loser of this game is in danger of not getting to 500. Both schools have a rule where you have to be 500 to get into the playoffs. So this is a big, big, big game.
Yeah, it is.
Stockdale's defense is one to watch, but watch it. When I say that, watch it be a shootout.
I like Brett Shelton, by the way, and I think he's doing a good job, but I like Centennial in this one. So
He needs to have more time on his life so he can actually come onto the show.
Stockdale at Centennial, Ridgeview at Golden Valley, and Foothill at North
the
live
guy can't even afford to wear a nice
on
hat.
Bakersfield. Where are you going to be tomorrow night there,
I'll be
Anastor?
at Foothill and North actually calling the game for the first time.
All right.
Because
luck with
Because
that.
Ryan Holt has some Condors thing to do or other anyway.
Unless
Okay,
you
so
would come join me.
thank you very much to Brianna Runnels and Judy Rexroth of Independence Volleyball for joining us. Nick Ellis stopped by.
Always
That was
good to
great.
be
We
here.
had you should have heard that segment. That was great on Ridgeview BHS, the inadvertent whistle, and Louis Amistoy.
I haven't
around
really seen
as
one
usual.
problem with the officiating.
Trevor Horn,
Yes, sir.
get to work.
Okay.
I'm Zach Ewing. We'll see you next week on BVarsity Live.